In this view, I'll be starting Act 3 of Planarcadia. But first, I will look at all the anniversary stuff, because it's their 3rd anniversary, and they're giving lots of rewards. Oh, nice. 2 star passes already. Oh, and a 10 pool. Ah, yeah, pick one of... I'm gonna pick Finon. Finon's definitely my favourite here. I also really like Cyrene and Acheron. But I'll pick Finon. Oh yeah, get a free Waha or Robin. Which is very nice, because I think they're both very good characters. Annual Trailblaze Report. Has chosen Spreading Elation. Phantasma new game. Other Castrus skin outfit. Nice. Wait, I think I already have C1 Robin, I think. Or E1, I mean. Yeah. But I don't think I have Waha. But I do use Robin a lot. I think they are both good options. Oh, and 600 chains here. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I think this is like, when you lose your 50-50 you can choose characters if you want to lose to different characters. I think I'll get rid of... I think... even Bilingual Bronya. Although I don't own Japard. Okay, maybe I should keep Japard then. And then I'll add these 3. Nice. Yeah, I feel like I would much rather lose to them, even though I wouldn't want to lose at all, but if I did, then getting them would be nice. Oh, I do have nearly 130 of these star passes. I probably could pull on that banner. It's on the standard pools. Because, yeah, I had been waiting for them to add new characters to that. so it's extra good. Oh, this is the new quest. I think... oh yeah, there's things here. Wait, where's... oh yeah, third. I can claim this. So I can get any of these characters. So... I think Robin probably is my best choice. Getting another Robin Eidolon, since I do actually use her a lot in my Fei Xiao team. So I think that, yeah, I think this is best. Nice. Another Robin! That is gonna be very helpful. Nice.
Listen, the harmonies are becoming clearer.
What's this? There's a elation here now. The elation trailblazer. But I think that's gonna unlock in the story, so I don't wanna unlock it before. What's there? Cosmic speed running. Oh, that costs the... it's the... I think those are Silver Wolf level 999's glasses. And the other Nesha ears. Okay, that'll cost stuff, so I won't do that. Oh, golden pom-pom. I think I still want to save up for this one. Cherished recollection. Oh, I get a star pass. Nice. It's 39 days for that. Express veneration. Oh yeah, this has co-op, which is cool. Oh yeah, and it has a relic recall, which is very good. I can just instantly claim these as well. Nice. I thought I had already done... surely I've already done these ones. I am thinking about pulling Silverwolf level 999 because she does look very cool, and her attacks and stuff are like really cool. Oh yeah, the buffs. Ugh. That thing looks very creepy. Like the giant heart. I think that's a new boss. Okay, I want to start the quest. Why is there a... Oh wait, that's that. Okay, I want to start the quest.
After defeating Sparksy at the Graphia Academy, I followed Himiko to the Imagenesis room, tucked away on the campus, where records of the Herald of Death incident were stored. There, we ran into Himiko's father, Ryusuke, and the two parted on bad terms after the conversation. During a tour of the Express, the two put aside their differences temporarily. Afterward, we received an invitation from Pearl. She wanted to discuss a partnership with me as a fellow supplicant, and invited me to visit her company, Perlux Corp. At Perlux Tower, we had a friendly spar with the superheroes, the Daybreak Squadron,
This is very
and
cool.
a tour of the Mechatron production process.
This is very
Pearl
fun.
suggested that we join forces and host an Astral Express-themed convention, Star Rail Fest, to lure out the remaining supplicants. Meanwhile, Pearl also ordered Detective Ashvale to look for leads on the new Herald of Death case. The detective's relentless pursuit eventually led him to his prime suspect, the charity organization known as the Research Society of Happy Smiles. Both Ashvale and Kuchiba witnessed the uncanny ability of Full Wish, president of the Smile Society, to stir up a crowd. Realizing Full Wish was attempting to interfere with the Phantasmoon games, the two paid a visit to Ashvale's old acquaintance, Cinderborn of the Daybreak Squadron. During the conversation with Cinderborn, Ashvale sensed a deep, dark secret behind the happiness surgery that the Society offered to its members to erase their pain. On the day of the Star Rail Fest, we were invited to
That's
the
very
exhibition
funny.
as special guests. During our visit, we ran into the mysterious Evanesia again. She also happened to be a hardcore fan of the comic series The Fluffy. So, we ended up exploring the festival dedicated to the Express together. However, as we passed through the Xianzhou La Fu exhibition area, the Daybreak Warriors challenged us as supplicants. Their provocation was accompanied by a smear campaign against me from Full Wish TV. The Daybreak Warriors launched a massive attack with the reanimated Mega Mechatron, Alloy King Pom Pom.
This
When
is
all
very
seemed lost,
cool.
Ashvale unleashed his power and broke through the enemy's offensive. However, he also tore open a fissure in space during the process, which took everyone down into an unknown abandoned station. The being hiding
I
deep within the
admit
abandoned
myself.
station stirred restlessly,
But like
twisting
elation
and ripping
me.
in space. Thankfully, Pearl was able to rescue us with her timely intervention. Little did we know, things were about to get worse with Ashvale's terrible revelation.
I'm surprised it's not
The
mentioning
happiness
what.
surgery
I'm surprised
was
it's.
actually implanting the flesh of abominations of abundance. into Smile's society members.
I'm surprised it didn't mention what happened with the Trailblazer, because that was really important.
It's still early. Where to now?
Oh yeah, the moon. Aha! Yeah, Aha said... Instead of the person who wins, instead of becoming an Eon for a minute or whatever, they'll become an Eon permanently. Which is quite crazy.
Wait, did you hear that? The moon just spoke!
I'm not hearing things, am I? The Master of Elation is here?
Hurry, make a wish. It might actually come true.
Hang on. This isn't right. Is it? Oh, that winking moon up there in the sky. It just spoke. For real. Oh, hey, it wasn't just me, was it? You heard that too, right?
I think everyone heard it. The whole world heard it.
I heard it too. That's why I came straight back for you. The winner of these Phantasmoon games shall inherit all my authority and become the true, permanent Eon of Elation.
That's insane.
Which means...
We really need to hope that either we win or someone that isn't a psychopath wins. The Univelation raised stakes.
Precisely. Aha has raised the stakes. The final winner will inherit the authority of Elation itself.
Are you serious? This is so wild. It doesn't even feel real anymore.
Every time a path has vanished or been absorbed, the cosmic turmoil has lasted for dozens of Amber Eras. The transfer of an Eon's divine authority. How could that ever amount to a mere wager, lightly traded in a single world's game?
Why would Aha do something like this? Because he finds it funny.
The most logical explanation is that Aha wants to steer this game toward utter insanity. But then, who can possibly fathom the mind of an Eon?
Aha will do anything just for fun. Have the stakes ever been raised like this before?
Not every Phantasmoon game's ending has been recorded. Many were lost to time, most likely a consequence of the winners exercising their newfound divine authority. But as far as recorded history goes, this is unprecedented. After all, the chance to be an Eon for just 1 minute is already an irresistible lure for many.
Something about this feels off.
Exactly. It's just too weird. Can you really just give up being an Eon? What if this is just a big prank by those masked fools?
In the historical records, instances of the Phantasmoon speaking are few and far between, and the likelihood of it being influenced by an external force is exceedingly slim.
What's the point of all this?
Basically, unless what the Phantasmoon said is some cruel joke or a play on words, once the games are over, a new god will be born. One of unknown identity, unknown morality, and unknown purpose.
Hopefully,
They
Full
won't be a
Wish
guest with a
doesn't
one-minute
become
pass to the
beyond.
Elation theme park. They will be its new owner. They may spread good fortune and steer the great wheel of the cosmos toward hope. Or they may be a god of utter malice, mocking all who stand against the destruction, intent on dragging the universe into an abyss of despair.
I must have overheard my wish. Maybe there's a silver lining here.
You mean a pessimist sees a half-empty glass, but an optimist sees a half-full one? I knew you were an optimist, just like me. Besides, there's no way the Eon of Elation would let their authority fall into unworthy hands, right?
I think they would.
Right? Right?
They would.
No way! It's Baseball, Raccoon, March Bunny, and Hime Cat in the flesh! Oh, what are they doing here?
I couldn't even get a ticket
Really?
to Star Rail Fest, and now I'm seeing them right here on the street.
I feel like we're not.
Whoa.
We shouldn't be.
Where did all these people come from?
I feel like we shouldn't be the thing everyone's talking about right now, since Han just said anyone could come permanent Eon of Elation.
Hey, that declaration the Phantom Moon mentioned was about you, right? What are you gonna do? Got any kind of moon landing plans in the
About
works?
me.
You should just hit it with your bat! Send that thing spinning into a black hole at the edge of the cosmos!
It's a bat, not a golf club.
You smash anyone who stands in your way with that bat!
The way they say it makes you sound like a supervillain. Uh-oh. You don't
Kinda
think that
does.
fight with the Daybreak Squadron made everyone turn on us, do you?
I think it did.
Come on, isn't that basically your trademark? You beat the Daybreak Warriors senseless.
Oh! All these big shots from across the cosmos, fighting to the death right in our backyard. It's gonna be epic!
Epic? Are you brain dead? One wrong move from them and we're in serious trouble. Just like what happened with the Herald of Death years ago.
I'm obviously nothing like
Sign this
them.
for me, future Eon!
Yo! When you become an Eon, can I be your Emanator?
I don't know you.
We should get away from this mess. Let's head back to the Express and discuss matters there.
A moment later, as you squeeze your way through the crowd.
You're back.
Oh,
Himiko
nice.
messaged me. She filled
Back
me
on
in
the
on the
Express.
Star Rail Fest and the Phantom Moon's declaration. Things really are changing fast.
Our allies may start to have second thoughts. Now winning the game is more
To
important than
prevent
ever.
the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands, the supplicants may go to any lengths now with their tactics and actions. After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or wrong has little to do with it. Such is the nature of human will.
Yeah, and that may be exactly what the Phantom Moon wishes to see. A spectacular, head-on battle of ambitions.
Madam Pearl has sent a communication request to the Astral Express. Accept transmission?
It hasn't been long since we parted, and here I am disturbing you once more. My sincerest apologies.
Please, there's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madame Pearl, I assume you wish to discuss the Phantom Moon's recent declaration.
Nothing manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky. A permanent handover of divine authority. It is unprecedented.
I can't help but wonder whether some malicious presence lurks behind the Phantom Moon. Still, who else but the Elation themselves could wield such control over it?
In any case, the Phantom Moon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a god is in their hands. Their emotions, and perhaps even their wish power, are swelling to historic levels. The Department of Aberration Defense even detected a surge of agitation and unrest among the Imaginae. When normal people believe power rests in their hands, their decisions tend to grow more radical and reckless. Please, be careful, and make sure to protect yourselves.
Protect ourselves?
Correct. It would be wise to keep a low profile and stay out of the public eye. The Media and Public Relations Department has been monitoring public sentiment. At present, speculation and criticism regarding the Astral Express are surging.
I've seen it online myself. Following the fight with the Daybreak Warriors, there's been no shortage of hostile commentary aimed at her. A commentary program on TV has been claiming the Express's adventures are nothing but stories fabricated by the IPC. Many believe the Astral Express is oppressing the local heroes.
Doing this to us.
And some are even speculating that she is the new Herald of Death.
What the? What's wrong with these people?
These narratives are undoubtedly being amplified by media platforms steered by Full Wish. I've received a report from the Security Bureau. They tell me that many fans of the Daybreak Squadron have been stirred up and are threatening retaliation against the Express. I'll reinforce security in case agitators attempt to storm the station.
You can control public opinion, can't you?
I can, but you overestimate what control really means. In the arena of public opinion, those who look strong are often the ones at a disadvantage. And besides...
you'll be distancing yourself from us for a while. Isn't that right?
That is accurate. We intend to scale back our public association for the time being. If it's confirmed that the Express is colluding with the IPC, its public image would only deteriorate further.
Why don't we disclose what really happened in that fight?
Regrettably, I cannot agree to this. Clarifying the facts amid a frenzy of public sentiment is like trying to quell boiling water by stirring it. It only fuels the flames. The happiness surgery causes recipients to undergo an abundance transformation. Disclosing such sensational information would probably be taken as a hoax, or trigger public panic. I will instruct the Department of Aberration Defense to verify the true mechanism behind the happiness surgery as soon as possible, and assess its potential impact. I strongly advise you to exercise restraint in front of the media. Even the smallest statement can be selectively edited and misrepresented.
Just don't say anything. This is all Full Wish is doing.
That much is certain. Still, given the current volatility of public sentiment, please exercise caution and self-control. I sincerely hope that the Phantom Moon's declaration will not disrupt the goodwill between us. A greater danger still stands before us. After listening to the declaration, who knows what extremes Full Wish might be driven to. Affairs demand my attention, so I must excuse myself. Should there be further developments, I will keep you apprised.
What do you make of the current situation?
We need to take action and put a stop to Full Wish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantom Moon Games, I'd still make this decision.
For everyone she has fooled, for Scott, for Cinderborn, all of them. Say Cinderborn.
Cinderborn and his friends only wished to become heroes. Yet Full Wish toyed with them, trampled their dreams, and cast them aside as expendable pieces. As his idol, I have to protect him. I'll fight for him and for everyone who believes in the Express.
Agreed. Given the likelihood of Full Wish acting unpredictably, we should confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I've been wondering, the happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Full Wish seems perfectly normal. Just, how did she get her hands on something so dangerous?
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the previous Herald of Death.
Lingering poison?
15 years ago, the monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium. The murderous mark he left behind, the bloody bloom, was no mere delusion. According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree, promising him everlasting life.
The Ambrosial Albert or the Phantasmoon Courtyard Secret Tree. I feel like that would make more sense.
I cannot say whether the vision this madman claimed to see corresponds to something real, but the possibility cannot be ruled out. He claimed that in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint. In hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. The tragedy he orchestrated in Planarcadia ultimately forged another version of himself. Full Wish.
Yeah.
Right now, in Planarcadia, how many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? It's a terrifying thought. Full Wish.
And then they might.
What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind these innocent people. What are you really trying to accomplish?
Over the years, does she know her?
I need more information about this junior of mine.
From
I plan to
4?
head to Graphia Academy. Care to join me?
Oh,
If we are to
junior.
investigate Full Wish, we need to examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantasmoon Games. The recollections of teachers and the student records sealed away by the school. We're bound to find a vital clue there.
They might all become the Herald of Death. Let's find out everything about Full Wish.
If you're set, let's get moving.
after that so-called dream campus experience, we've ended up back at Graphia Academy. It's almost like revisiting the place after graduation.
Way too much.
Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparksy virus, right?
Don't
Could
worry,
be.
March. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive disinfection of the campus.
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping, dancing mushroom rabbit. Speaking of which, where should we begin our investigation into Full Wish?
Maybe the teachers.
I think it's best we see my father first.
Oh,
It's only
okay.
appropriate that we obtain permission from the Dean before proceeding with the investigation. 15 years have passed, but there should be a backup of the student files, work logs, or visitor records, and only he knows where they're stored.
What is
Let's
that
go
back
then.
there?
To the Dean's office.
I saw something over there.
Say yes.
What is this? This is new. Gift of Godspeed Chrome. Mysterious hacker girl. These are new, these weren't here before. I guess they're from Silverwolf. What makes me fast?
The competition is
Teacher, that the gym teacher.
A direct offensive? Or crush them?
Deja vu.
The fitness club's looking for new members.
Himeko! There you are at last. The news said you got into a huge fight with those, what were they called? Warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. And then you disappeared. Let me see. You're not hurt anywhere, are you? I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was? But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide.
That's actually not why she's here.
Message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well. Valiantly fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. To think they dare challenge my daughter's subordinates.
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko or something.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands. Please try to keep her out of combat.
Perhaps we should explain. Of course, Grandpa. I got it, Grandpa.
Stop, stop! Every time you and she get together, the conversation somehow drifts completely off course.
Well, he's my
Fine,
grandpa.
I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express. But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the questioning to come in rounds.
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Foolish. But regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still considered one of our school's distinguished alumni. I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll be of use to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need.
Oh, right about Foolish.
To be honest, it wasn't until the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago that I first learned her name. As the Dean, I should have met up with her more often and tried harder to soothe the wounds it left on her. But I just couldn't.
Why?
Do you really need all the details? The whole serving as a model example thing. I don't want to tarnish it completely. I knew it was a selfish thought, but I just couldn't help it. Back then, whenever I heard her name, I thought to myself, if someone was able to survive the incident, then why couldn't it have been my daughter?
15 years ago, you...
15 years ago, I received a commission to paint a massive portrait for an elixir seeker chief on the planet of Goliath's Shepherd. They said he had an elixir that could cure countless diseases. By the time I came back, everything had changed. There had been a terrible accident on campus, and my daughter... Even though I knew my presence here wouldn't have changed anything, because of that incident, I made a promise to never leave this world again during the Phantom Moon Games. That's why I immediately flew here when I heard about the full Phantom Moon. But once again, I was too late. And the supplicant called Sparksy had turned the campus upside down.
It's all right. You can leave the crisis solving to the Nameless.
You're right about that. Yet oddly, once Sparksy stirred up all that chaos, applications to the school soared to an all-time high. Oh, times we live in are increasingly beyond my comprehension.
Yeah. We won't take up any more of your time then.
You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest-serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
I did see you
Then
before.
we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two.
When Sparksy
Thank you,
pretended to
Dad.
be me.
We should be able to
nice.
find the archive room and Miss Dolly around in the Genesis classroom, right?
I saw some collectibles in here. Phantasm Games secret records. And... history of Graphia family.
You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest-serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Weathered curse record.
my goodness! I thought I recognized you in the distance. Himiko, it really is you!
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first chance I've had to come see you.
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit. I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me. In the end...
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, you and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to?
We're here to ask about Foolish.
Foolish? The poor child who survived the Herald of Death. The school organized a fundraiser for her back then. I still remember how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes at everyone who helped. Poor girl. Though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death. Otherwise, why would she be so lucky? She's the only one who survived. What a bunch of scoundrels. She had good grades and a good heart. And becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over Seafell TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Seafell TV?
Miss Dolly, do you know where she went exactly?
I never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking over the TV station and managed to expand their business to the whole of Planarcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
Thank you, Ms. Dolly, for your intel.
I heard from the math teacher that the gym teacher is sick of...
The new Herald of Death is real! They say he came back to life and was responsible for what happened in Dovebrook. He's not coming here to kill again. Is he? Maybe we should ask for leave and stay home until this blows over?
What are you, scared? If he really comes, I'm live streaming the whole thing and getting all the clout for it.
Then you'll be dead.
Leave after that. I'll just quit school altogether.
You can't, because you'll be dead. If he comes... or if she comes, because it's Foolish, then you'll be dead. What do you know about the Herald of Death?
I heard he murdered hundreds of students here 15 years ago.
Hundreds? Really? I only heard that the crime scene still exists somewhere on campus.
I think the crime scene was the entire school.
Get out of here!
If we help the Express Gang, there's a chance we might get featured in The Fluffy.
Oh, you're seriously obsessed with becoming famous!
I guess I was gonna say you can't be famous if you're dead, but yes you can. Yeah, I guess if he's fine with dying then, but he can be famous.
Yet another cycle of the Phantasmoon Games. Himiko, please take care of yourself.
If we help the Express Gang, there's a chance we might get featured in the Fluffy.
You're seriously obsessed with becoming famous.
Oh, back in the creepy place.
The atmosphere in this archive room is giving me the creeps. It's so gloomy. Almost like we've stumbled into Fixtroll Garden.
It was like this 15 years ago as well. The archives tracked all academic results. Near the final exams, students dissatisfied with their abilities often poured their frustration into painting unsettling things. There's a lot of data stored here. Aside from what my father organized for us, let's explore the other areas as well. If possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Full Wish's life after graduation. She returned to her alma mater frequently, so there must be records of her visits. Dabbling in technology related to the abundance. Where exactly did she acquire it? Perhaps her past holds a clue.
Multiple optional things. Wait, why is there why is there a sparkle doll?
Is this?
It's gonna blow up. Could Sparksy really have pulled the same trick again and left you a gift at the school? Oh. Tag on Sparkle Doll. Confiscated from the Sparksy fan club's unauthorized late night gathering. Date of confiscation. Can't see. Confiscated items, Sparkle plushie, bomb. Reason for confiscation. 3 second-year students and 5 first-year students formed an unauthorized club called Sparksy Fan Club and held an unsanctioned gathering in the gymnasium late at night. Club members wore bizarre costumes, waved glow sticks, and chanted, "Destroy the old model," and Sparkle forever. Oh, they don't like Sparkle. All while surrounding the doll, the continuous noise resulted in a night patroller teacher suffering a sudden seizure and requiring emergency medical attention. Disposal method stored in the archive room to be returned upon graduation.
Ugh, did they really have to put this here?
It's gonna blow up. A computer that's probably older than you, living out its golden years on the desk. The search for Wish. Renowned entrepreneur Foolish visits school recently. Foolish warmly shakes hands with students. What?
There are so many press releases here.
What did they take away from the speech? Here's what these 3 students have to say. Forward of it. Renowned entrepreneur Foolish donates scholarship. School makes first appearance in Foolish TV's annual university rankings. Wish TV covers our school's anniversary celebration once again. Earliest
the
record.
school's annual Distinguished Student Register from 1982 to 1984? For 3 consecutive years, first place was always Foolish.
Herald of Death incident. No results found for your search. The search page slaps the blank black text on a white background right in your
The
face.
IPC has severed all channels of intel with its iron grip. Hardly a surprise.
Himiko.
Formal caution regarding a student's non-compliant hairstyle. Disciplinary action concerning a student's involvement in 3 food poisoning cases?
What?
Disciplinary notice for a student's involvement in a physical altercation?
Himiko. Simply magnificent. You read with bated breath, and it takes a good long while before you snap out of it. Right, this isn't exactly the task at hand. At the very bottom of the entries regarding Himiko lies a faculty appointment notice from 15 years ago. That new red-haired assistant is the dean's daughter. Her constitution is weak, so she can't handle heavy labor. Remember, don't assign her anything outside of clerical work. So read the note in the file. Stop here for now. Can I talk to March? Yes.
Open up! Detective March 7th is on the case, so spill the beans. How much do you know about what happened 15 years ago?
The frog?
You've got the wrong guy, I swear. I'm just
Oh,
an innocent
of
cursed
course.
imaginary. You never move from the spot. I don't know anything. Ribbit. The dean ordered me to dig up whatever materials I could find for you all to read.
Leo's cabinet leaves alumni yearbook, in which year did Foolish graduate? You seem to remember you obtained this information somewhere. Go deeper. Sometimes a little deduction is sufficient to make up for missing memories. It is currently year 1999 of the Planarcadian calendar. The Herald of Death incident took place 15 years ago. I remembered all along. The year Foolish graduated is... 1982. Your gaze sweeps across the youthful, smiling faces in the photo. It feels surreal to think that these people are now pushing middle age. Regrettably, Foolish was nothing, or not among them. Okay, 1983. Yearbook's got a pretty wild design. Everyone in the graduation photo is dressed like they raided a costume shop. And some genius even brought their legal, imaginated creations from the group shot. This school's culture is quite liberal. Regrettably, Foolish was not among them. 1984 then. First page is somber graduation photo. None of the students in the photo betrayed any hint of a smile. They stood sparsely, like the teeth in an aged person's mouth, separated by absences that could never be filled. In the alumni yearbook for the class in 1984, you find the page belonging to Foolish. Oh. Personal information. Name Foolish. Birthday. Can't see address. Can't see. Street. Seafields. Seafield City. Planarcadia. Consternation Star Zone. That's interesting. Didn't know that's where Planarcadia was. I guess that's the galaxy that it's in. Can't see. Contact. Post-graduation destination. Institute of Cognitive Science, Garden Star of Botanical Study. Interests. Favorite color, white. Dream destination, seaside. Favorite animal, hallucigenia. Ideal career, teacher. Messages from classmates. Graduation day has finally arrived, but so many never made it back. If I hadn't slipped away early that day, could I have done something for them? When I look at the empty seats in their classroom, I often feel guilt for being powerless. Foolish, did you feel the same? I guess when they were all murdered by the Herald of Death. But I've come to terms with it now. The past is the past. And those of us left behind, we have to take care of ourselves. I hear the climate of Garden Star of Botanical Study is very different. Take care of yourself, foolish. See ya. Winning first place in the campus Imaginus competition, ranking at the top for several consecutive semesters. You have always been outstanding, foolish, so I truly believe you can make it through that nightmare, and show all of Planarcadia with a smile. That we won't be easily defeated by a single tragedy. I've never doubted that. A new chapter in life is about to begin, facing the lens of life. Please keep on smiling. Just need happiness surgery. Sarah. Message from teacher. Hearing that you will soon leave Planarcadia to pursue cognitive science, I can't help but feel a sense of loss. It's a failure on my part as a teacher that I couldn't inspire you to stay in the imagenesis industry, but as your teacher, I fully understand your choice. To have helped shape a researcher like you for the Intelligentsia Guild fills me with deep pride. I sincerely wish you the vastest of horizons, foolish. May you realize your dreams, and may the sorrow sown in the past blossom into flowers of happiness in the future. Hermione. Message from parents left blank.
Garden Star of Botanical Study. Cognitive Science Research. Miss Dolly mentioned that Foolish went beyond the sky to study after graduation. Turns out this is where she went. Let's go chat with the others.
Class of 1984 alumni.
Well, did you find anything?
Found these clues. Tell me about the clues you discovered in the alumni catalog.
Garden Star of Botanical Study? It appears to be a greenhouse world located within the Consternation Star Zone. Oh, found it. Its property ownership is registered under a specific school within the Intelligentsia Guild. Strange. The name of the school is encrypted. I've heard conspiracy theories claiming the Herald of Death from 15 years ago was actually someone from the IPC. Given the great lengths the IPC went to in wiping away all traces after the incident, perhaps the rumors are true.
Fullwish was hurt by the Herald of Death. Yet after studying in an institution funded by the IPC, she became a suspect in the new Herald of Death incident.
As expected, it always comes back to the IPC. Is that where Fullwish obtained the technology of the abundance?
You mean she created the happiness surgery after studying on that greenhouse world?
It's certainly possible, but the information is still too vague to make any judgments. I'm more inclined to think that after witnessing the power of the Herald of Death, she resolved to uncover the truth behind it. That's why she went to another world to study after graduation. But is the knowledge she gained in just a few short years enough to create the happiness surgery? If the power of the abundance used in the happiness surgery stems from the Herald of Death's lingering poison, would the IPC, who have tried to hide this in every way possible, really be unaware of her actions? There are too many things here that an ordinary scholar simply couldn't achieve. Perhaps I should contact her as a fellow alumna and have an open, honest talk.
Contact Fullwish.
Sounds very
as her
dangerous.
senior? After all this time, would she even want to see you?
I don't know.
Can you tell us about the Fullwish you knew?
Back then, I had taken a leave of absence from university due to health issues. So I was doing some idle work at my father's school to clear my mind. Fullwish would occasionally run to the library to slack off. She and Belle always appeared together, helping me organize newspaper clippings and library cards, all while chattering on about classmates' crushes and the latest gossip. They didn't treat me like a patient who needed special care, nor did they treat me like the dean's daughter. We often shared snacks brought from home and secretly dug out the school's collection of ancient books and paintings to admire them. Fullwish, she was the model student, always knowing a little more than everyone else. Her questions often went beyond the textbooks, pushing past the boundaries of what someone her age should know. When she looked through those illustrations of Imagine, her eyes would always sparkle. I could feel the passion in her eyes, and an unspeakable sense of loneliness. If she still remembers our old friendship, she will meet me. Fullwish is walking a dangerous path right now. And the deeper someone walks into the abyss, the more they crave the recognition and understanding of old friends. I want to ask her myself, why has the happiness she pursues become an illusion that can only be maintained by a taboo surgery?
I'll protect you.
Me too.
Thank you, you two. And thank you for your investigation. Though many questions remain unanswered, at least I now have a clearer picture of her movements after graduation. By the way, before we leave the school, there's one more place I'd like to visit. Before I meet Full Wish, I want to say goodbye to that memory from 15 years ago.
You mean that old school building from 15 years ago?
What's that one?
And the culprit is me.
Make switching view. Oh, wait, I should do this. I was planning on pulling Cyrene, so I think I'll do it for Cyrene. Sure. This is best. Sure. Nice. 18. Oh, I can do a lot. You can get very OP artifacts or relics from this. It's definitely a much better way of getting good artifacts than normal grinding. Oh, okay, which one's better? Probably that one. I already have max. There's a lot of crit damage. And attack as well. Can get a lot of these. Ooh. Yeah, I think this one's much better. That one. Both similar to the original. This one does... Oh, it doesn't have to recommend main stat. And it's crit rate. Okay, I think I'll do that one. Okay. That's free though. Is HP good for her? Okay, I think do this one then. I think main stat is probably more important. Oh, damage, okay. Speed. Oh, okay, nice. That's good. Nice. It is a very OP way of getting a very good artifact. I mean, very good relics. Yeah, and I am planning on pulling Cyrene. Because she is one of my favorite characters, and I think she would be good with Finon, who's also one of my favorite characters. Thanks for watching view. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, you may watch more videos.
Nice.
So I have plans for you to watch. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.